This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast for Friday, March 17th today. Did you make out with your March Madness pool yesterday? Did you have Furman and Princeton? Liars. I think ESPN said they had 20 million entries on their bracket game. 20 million. Fewer than 700 hit all 16 yesterday. Because that's what makes it madness. That's what makes it crazy. And that's what makes it absolutely great. Let me see. I got 12 yesterday of the 16. I missed two close ones. Like I think I had Iowa and they lost. But they were the 8-9 games or 7-10. Okay. I had Penn State as my upset lock as a 10th seed, and that happened. And, of course, I didn't have Arizona. I had Arizona and Virginia, and they lost. So, overall, okay, 12's probably a pretty good day yesterday. 16 more going on today, so I hope that you have a very good March Madness. I hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day today, which, of course, you wear green, which is Irish colors, although St. Patrick himself, virtually every picture depicting him, because they didn't have cameras way back, so depicting him, has him in blue. He's actually kind of a patron saint with the color blue. It wasn't until green showed up later when Ireland kind of adopted him as sort of a revolutionary figure, that might not be historically true. He was a Catholic priest and preacher, of course, and used the shamrock, the three leaves of the shamrock, to explain the Trinity, and that's why shamrock's in Ireland. But it didn't become green until Ireland kind of made him green. But nonetheless, here we are. And we've been celebrating St. Patrick's Day in North America since the mid-1700s. So get out there and enjoy that today. We're all a little Irish, although my family from way back County Mayo, so I am Irish. So today, pulled out the green golf shirt in the back of the closet. Hasn't seen daylight since probably Labor Day. But here it is, because spring's around the corner. First day of spring is going to be on Monday. Charity will be back then. More about that coming up shortly. But I want to spend a little bit of time with Teresa Allen. She's a great director. And she's putting on a play with, some important family members in the play at Theater in the Wings in downtown Belleville. She joined Charity and I earlier this week. Teresa, how long have you been working with Theater in the Wings?
This will be my third show.
That's what I thought. Yeah, you're no rookie to this.
No rookie to theater, no.
And you're professionally trained. This is what you took in university.
Yes.
So what's it like to come back then and be doing these shows here in Belleville?
It's honestly so great to just to do it, and it's like a no-pressure situation because community theater, it's all fun, even when you do a more of a serious show. And yeah, it's a great community to be working in.
Yeah. You say no pressure, not even when you're directing your dad?
Okay, well.
Okay, all right.
That was, I was a little worried about that, but he's been taking the direction really, really well. So
well, that's good.
It's a nice thing to be able to tell him what to do.
Once in a while. But it's more than just a resume padding opportunity, because you're really hands-on. There's the writing going involved. You're all in on these plays.
Oh, yeah. Doing the lighting and the sound design, like that stuff, it brings me so much joy to be able to do it and share it with people.
Yeah. Tell us about your next project down the road.
For anyone who really likes true crime, which I think a lot of us do, it really explores what goes into writing these tell-all books from the serial killer's point of view and the people involved in writing those books.
Were you familiar with this particular, play before, this story?
I wasn't familiar with the story, but it came up in conversation, so I asked for a copy of the script to read, and when I read it, I just felt this draw to it and knew I had to be the one to put it on stage.
Not only that, you said, I need my dad to be in this.
Well, he said he wanted to do something different, and I said, you're going to have to audition just like everyone else.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Teresa Allen, her dad, of course, Dave Allen of the Family YMCA of Central East Ontario.
Who else is in your cast?
So I have Jocelyn LaSalle. She's done acting pretty much everywhere. She lived in Scotland for a while, and she was in Queen Victoria's Tea Room in the summer, and she directed Frankenstein in the fall. So she plays Iris, my female lead, and then I have Serafima Ostrovskaya playing Dan, and Serafima was also in Frankenstein. I'm not too familiar with their whole background in theater, but when they auditioned for the role, I knew that they were the one for it.
They got it. Great. What's the run dates for the show?
So we open on the 23rd, so next Thursday, and then our last show will be April 2nd, and we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday night performances at 7:30, and then the Sundays are matinees at 2 p.m.
And how best to get tickets, Teresa?
You can either go through Eventbrite, which you can just click the little link at the top of the screen on the River and Main website, or you can email the theater and book your tickets so you can pay at the door.
Teresa Allen, director and looking after Down the Road. Get your tickets for that. Again, it takes off on March the 23rd, runs till April 2nd in downtown Belleville at Theater in the Wings. Thank you, Teresa.
Thanks, guys.
Get your tickets. It launches next week. And we'll run through the better part of, she said, 10 days to 2 weeks. So pick up your tickets with that. Again, on Monday when we're back, Beat the Bank could be as much as $10,000 for Exit Realty's Sandra Hussey. Be fussy, call Hussey. Once again, when you hear the sounder all weekend, if you haven't done it yet, when you hear the sounder, you have 9 minutes, 55 seconds to get to the website, 955hitsfm.ca. Fill out a ballot. We know when it airs, so we'll know whether you made it in it. 9 minutes and 55 seconds. And then Charity and I are going to start phoning out. And hopefully the first person we call is sitting by the phone and waiting to play. Could be as much as $10,000. Also, the first day of spring, we're ready for that with our Monday morning mashup with Galaxy of Games. We've got that on the way. And why this winter, according to the Weather Network, was the darkest winter that we have had in almost 75 years. So if you are under the age of 75, you have just lived through the darkest winter of your life. And if you thought you were crazy, and no, you weren't. It happened. Why that was is coming up on Monday morning. Enjoy your weekend. Get out there and enjoy Maple in the County. Get yourself some breakfast there. Head up to Centre Hastings because the Huntington Fire Department has their 35th annual all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast. You're going to sit on card tables. You're going to eat on paper plates. It's only going to cost $12. You're going to sit and talk with your neighbors, and you're going to love it. And at the end of the day, all of the money raised, $12 for adults, $6 for children under 12. Preschoolers are free. All they do is make a mess and run around anyway. All of that money raised is going to go to purchase new fire equipment to save your life in the event of a horrible tragedy down the road, because that's what we do in the Quinte region, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow. We're going to eat some breakfast together. And get together again on Monday morning. Charity will be back with Mark and Charity Mornings here on 95.5 Hits FM. Enjoy your weekend.